Good early morning. It is Friday. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up for about an hour and a half now. Um, yeah, not caffeinated enough yet, I don't believe. Anyway, just kidding, just kidding. Um, Last night before I went to bed, when I went to put I've talked about that I use my oils. By the way, I'm Vicky. Welcome to my channel. Um, I just, kind of figured that you know who I am, but, let me welcome you. I've talked about, that I use a mixture of oils on my face and that I really don't use a commercial moisturizer. I'm not knocking them in any way, shape, or form. Please understand that. If that's what you use and it works for you, awesome. I'm happy. Um, I switched to using oils, um, or like olive butter, carrot butter, or beta carotene butter, things of that nature a couple of years ago, and it just works better for me. So, and that's not saying, my try one new thing for last week was the Aveeno, I think, where'd it go? The Aveeno Absolutely Ageless Daily Moisturizer, and I bought a little bottle, the little packet, because I just don't. Since I started using the oils, I like the texture. My skin just kind of goes and drinks it all in. So, trying to use a moisturizer, it just doesn't seem to be enough. Um, it's kind of the difference in having this much water and a 5-gallon bucket for my skin. Um, yes, I'm still drinking coffee. Yes, it's pretty much the same mug. You'll see it quite often. My children, meaning my nieces and my nephew, which are Katrina, Keegan, and Riley, bought this mug for me. It has a saucer that goes with it, and it's my favorite. So, yes, I use it quite often because it reminds me of my children and that they love me. And I have more nieces and nephews than them, but today this is my reminder of them. Moving forward, because if not, this is going to get really, really long, and I don't want it to be really long. Anyway, before I went to bed last night, I realized that I got just probably maybe till Sunday left in my last oil mix. So I thought I would go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and mix it up so it has a chance to they have a chance to kind of infuse and mix and hang out together and, just say, hey dude, how are you? And meet and all that. Yeah, I'm silly this morning. I don't know where my scents went to. I did once upon a time have some, but not anymore. Anyway, the way that I do my mix, and hang on, I forgot something. Okay, we're back. It's hard to do a video about something if you don't have the main ingredient with you. But anyway, the way that I mix my oils, and I don't always do it the same way every time, namely because I don't have a recipe written down. Um, I don't have a tried and true method, so to speak. And, well, if you've seen some of my other videos, I pretty much grew up in southeastern Kentucky, and I grew up with a bunch of fantastic cooks, but none of them, I don't think, ever actually use a measuring spoon or measuring cup. Um, oh, lovely. Allergy alert. That's going to be a fine day. Anyway, um, I use a carrier oil, and whenever I first started using oils, I used olive oil and coconut oil. And I'm not saying not to use them; they're fantastic. I still use coconut oil to take my makeup off, and a lot of times before bed, I'll just go ahead and let that, take my makeup off with the coconut oil, wash my face with the oatmeal, and then put a little coconut oil back on because I do my facial massages and stuff like that at the end of the day when I'm being good. I've not been good this week. I've not been consistent, so I have to get back on track. I went to bed last night, and I know I stood in here and took my makeup off. I don't know what happened, but I'd gone into the kitchen to make the man's coffee. And whenever I call him the man, please understand, I've been married to him for almost 30 years. It's not a derogatory term, okay? His name is Tom. We have been through pretty much anything you can imagine, to include a war, together. We've been through losing both of his parents. We might be grumpy with each other, but make no mistake about it. My heart belongs to him, and his belongs to me. And so whenever I call him the man, or the resident man, or that man, or anything like that, please understand that it's just a term of endearment. Sometimes he just calls me woman, or his latest thing, because we figured out how to make Siri call just by saying my husband instead of names. So that's been our latest fascination. Yeah, we probably need to get out more often. Anyway, first thing I'm going to start with is some grapeseed oil as a carrier oil. Now, bear in mind, oil goes a long way. So with that being said, oh, by the way, sterile, clean, colored container. I got these off of Amazon, and boil them just like you do a baby's bottle. I don't recommend putting them in the microwave, but anyhow, just make sure it's clean, because if not a good plan, because you're setting yourself up for bacteria, mold, infection, and rashes on your face, and wasting a lot of product. I've been there, done that. Okay, not with these oils, but with another DIY project that I did that didn't quite work as well as I wanted it to. But anyway, like I said, I don't really measure, but as you can see, I have my little bitty funnel because it's oh so cute, and you can get these. I got these at Harbor Freight, the funnels. They came in a set of 3. I think at the time the man had a free coupon and got them for free with purchasing something else. I don't remember, but I've got like probably 5 or 6 sets of them between the two of us. It's back from the crazy couponing days, which may be on the horizon again, because I'm just going through a thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to put what will probably be, I'm going to guesstimate maybe 2 tablespoons, if that. And I don't know if you can see, but see how much that is in the bottom. Yeah, you can see of this container. I'm using the grapeseed oil as my carrier oil because it's a lighter oil than what coconut oil or olive oil is. And since I use this mix every day, I use it about twice a day, sometimes more. But I use it under my makeup. Yes, that cleaning off this shelf helped so much. I need to do that again because there's still too much stuff. Anyway, the grapeseed oil is just a lighter carrier oil, and it has wonderful properties for the skin, and things. It absorbs quicker for me. Absorbs fat. It doesn't have as much of a greasy feel to me. And again, understand, I love coconut oil. I love olive oil. I am not saying don't use them. If they work for you, if you have incredibly dry skin, and you're just starting off trying to turn that around, or even for your legs or something like that, by all means, coconut oil, olive oil first to replenish your skin, or if you tan. And I'm on the fence on that one. Anyway, this is becoming long, so let's move forward. Jojoba oil is my friend. Jojoba oil is the one oil that is most like the oils that we naturally produce, that our skin naturally produces. So, of course, I'm going to put it in the mixture. And jojoba oil is another I'm going to put probably, we'll say maybe a tablespoon. And I'm sorry, but that's just how we do it. I keep this in the refrigerator. I keep a lot of my oils in the refrigerator because it keeps their livelihood going a lot longer. Gosh, I can't say words today. In the mix, little squirt of avocado oil, and that's just for kicks and giggles. The fatty acids, and we talked about that whenever. Same thing applies to using an avocado face mask. It's just soothing, moisturizing, vitamin C, vitamin E, you know, good stuff for your skin. Uh-oh. That which should be in here is not. Where did I put it? Okay, moving forward. I use a few drops of rosehip seed oil. Rosehip seed oil is another one that I will sometimes, well, actually, I put 2 droppers full into this one. Not drops, droppers full to the line. This is another one, the vitamin C, the vitamin, it's rosehip seed oil and rose oil, which is what this is, except for I did not purchase it in a store. I made it, and I recommend making it. You just infuse it, and the longer that it sits together, the better it becomes, because the properties in rose petals and the properties in oil, and I mixed this one with olive oil, which made it the consistency a little bit more thick. We're going to use about a dropper full of that. The rose petal has like a retinol properties, and helps go in and rejuvenate the skin with the vitamins. The vitamin C, E, and A, I believe it is. I have to look that back up. I can't remember this morning. Let me see. I have misplaced. Amazingly, I put my contact lenses in today for the first time in quite some time, and although I can see, I can't find anything. That's just the way that it is. I cannot remember exactly why, so please forgive me. It's just gone from my brain right now. But I know, I think that it has soothing properties. It has it helps reverse wrinkles, fine lines, and things of that nature. Kind of helps plump the skin up. When I made my last mixture, I added it in. I add, you know, like I said, there's no set recipe to my oil mixture, and I don't know why I keep doing that with my shoulders, other than that my neck is hurting, and I kind of need to stop. Anyway, I add another oil to my mixture each time because I have sensitive skin, and I recommend that if you start using oils, that you start very basic. That way you know if you have a reaction to anything, you know what caused it. Also remember that if you do start using oil, if you have a slight breakout or something like that, don't immediately stop, because as it's with any product, as it's starting to work, generally takes about a month, sometimes longer, to really actually see results, you know, really good results. So keep using it unless you, like, you know, have this horrendous, you know the difference between just a small breakout and a huge rash and a reaction. So, you know, use good judgment and discernment. But I add one new oil if I'm going to with each new mix, because, you know, this will last me a couple of weeks. So, you know, now what I added last time was frankincense, and like I said, it has anti-aging properties. I figured out the other day this comes out way quicker than I thought it did. So I'm going to put about, why don't you make a liar out of me? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to put about 10 drops into the mixture. I don't like uneven numbers, so that'd be why. Yeah, and like I said, you can tinker around with the essential oils. If you like a particular oil or you like what it does, add more. Don't use, these are essential oils in the smaller bottles. Do not use them by themselves. That's not a good plan. And I have geranium. Geranium has the same properties as the rose oil and the rose seed oil. It just helps anti-age. It helps fill in the fine lines, plump up the wrinkles. Once the wrinkles are there, ladies, we're not going to get rid of them. We're just going to camouflage them for the most part. But I'm going to put 20 drops in there. It's a high allergy day and I can feel it already. Wow! Have your Kleenexes ready, folks. Okay, now the new oil that I'm going to add in this mix, I'm not finished, but I always try to put my essential oils in before I put my final thicker oil, because it is going through the funnel, and that way it can kind of seep down in there. I've lost a container of primrose oil somewhere. It's probably sitting in the kitchen somewhere. Anyway, this is sandalwood oil. Again, this is an essential oil. Do not use it solo on your skin, okay? And I'm just going to, because this is the new oil that I'm adding, and I don't know, reaction-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to put 6 drops in there, namely because I didn't stop at 4, and I don't want to stop at an uneven number. Now, the last thing that I will add to this, we're going to put a little bit of emu oil in. Emu oil, if you have pain in your body, this is just a smooth, very nutrient-rich oil, and putting about half of a dropper full in. A little bit of this goes a long way. I mix this mustard seed oil in with a carrier oil. If you use mustard seed oil on your body, small amount, but I use it to help with pain, and it works fabulously. It works better for me than any type of like Vicks Vapor Rub or anything like that. I get the same results using the mustard seed oil. But like I said, small amount, because if not, you'll know that you got it on. Take that advice from me. Anyway, I seem to have misplaced my evening primrose oil. It will be the last thing that I put in. It has GLA. It helps with, again, the anti-aging. It helps camouflage the wrinkles, plump up your skin. Excellent for moisturizing your skin. I cannot talk straight. I don't know what's going on. This is getting longer, and I'm trying to hurry up and get everything in. But anyway, my advice to you, and as far as using essential oils go, and I have argan oil and things of that nature too. I tend to use that more in my hair or on my arms and legs. Argan oil for me works great on my dry stuff. But the last thing, one of the last things that I will put in here is a couple drops of glycerin. It just kind of, it thickens up the mixture a little bit. Also gives me a little touch of primer. So whenever I put it on before my makeup, boom, there it is. But anyway, and by little bit, I mean for what I have in this mixture, maybe 10 drops. Use your own judgment. Tinker with essential oils. I strongly recommend trying natural ways of skincare. I'm not knocking anything that's on the market, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, why not? Your initial investment in the different oils will cost you, you're going to have a little bit of cost up front. But let's just, for instance, this bottle of sandalwood. You've seen how much I used. This will last me at least a couple of weeks, if not a month. And then I'll mix up some more. So, it's going to last me a long time. So, cost-wise, this and this, I come out better than if I were purchasing a night cream every month or every couple of months. So, it works. And, I've gotten some really good results. I'm not going to say that it's taken all my wrinkles away because, no. But my skin texture is much better. A lot of the sun damage and stuff like that has reversed and healed considerably well. Between that and the turmeric. If I could put turmeric and wear turmeric under my makeup, I would. That is my favorite thing. And it's getting time to do a mask. I have not done one in a while, and I'm having like mask withdrawal. But anyway, putting out way too much rambling with not enough information. Research, Google. Google is your friend, folks. There are a lot of good YouTube videos on essential oils. But my recommendation is, a vitamin C serum which you can make at home, plus this, boom, you're in. I mean, it's just, and play with the oils, experiments, find out what works for you. You may, for the longest time, I just used coconut oil, and I got amazing results. And the only reason why I stopped using coconut oil completely as my moisturizer is that over time, my skin kind of just on my face, my body still needs as much moisture as it can get, but on my face, it kind of got a little heavy for me. So even though, I still use it in the evenings, but in the morning before I put my makeup on, I don't want it that heavy of an oil. Plus, little disclaimer, coconut oil dissolves makeup. Hence the reason why I use it to take my makeup off. So you can run into a little bit of problems if you use it underneath your makeup. Again, good primer. The glycerin will help with that too. But anyway, we're getting on to 20 minutes, and I don't want to be rambling that long. But I thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'm trying to get to where I can rename my channel to what it should be. This channel is going to be the mayor's daughter whenever I get to where I can do that, because I am the mayor's daughter. And we'll talk about that another time, and I'll explain the reasons why. But just want to give you a final wish and send off. Like, subscribe, give me positive feedback. If you have any questions, ask them. If it's something that I didn't include in the information or started talking about and veered away from, ask me. I will answer it. Because that happens with my brain. It's just the way the brain works, and I don't mean for it to be that way. It just happens. But, like, subscribe, comment. Have a good day. From Lexington, Kentucky, I am the mayor's daughter, also known as Vicky. Have a good day. See you, bye.